Three lies that will keep you poor. And this applies to you, especially if you're trying to start a business, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, if you have realized that society has conditioned you to go to school, get a job, be a slave for 50 years, and then have and earn your freedom because somebody pays you for your time. And if you're at a point in your life where you've realized that I no longer want to have an income cap, I no longer want to be a slave to societal conditioning. I no longer want to live the scripted life. I want change and I want to become an entrepreneur because entrepreneur is the ultimate form of self-mastery and freedom. But you have bad money beliefs and you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do. These are the three lies that you're going to have to rewrite. These are the three beliefs that you're going to have to rewrite in order for you to start making the money that you want to make and in order to build the life that you want. So lie number one is you need a great idea to make money. You need a great idea to start a business. You need a great idea to be an entrepreneur. And this is the biggest lie you're going to hear because the people that build businesses out of great ideas are because they have the skill set of being able to go to investors, being able to raise money and have millions and millions and millions of dollars to increase the runway and the time that they can make money. Right? And what that means is they can have the 10, 15, 20, 30 years to develop an idea because they have the skill set of raising money, right? Getting investors to invest into themselves and having this very long runway of getting their idea into fruition and into development. Most of us, all of us, the average of us, 99% of us do not have that runway. Unless you have the skill set of being able to get investors to invest into you, the whole building a unicorn is very rare. That's why the whole fintech and the whole like the private equity and investment firms and the people that do invest in large tech businesses that are trying to build unicorns, they invest in so many and a very small percentage actually turn out to be successful businesses. And so the biggest lie that a lot of people get to believe by seeing SaaS and software and really pharmaceutical technology companies that are growing, that you need this idea to grow, when in reality, you just need a very boring idea and you just need to execute in a great way. That's it. It's boring ideas and great execution. That is what you actually need to reverse that psychology of needing a incredible idea. You don't need an incredible idea. You just need to execute on a very boring idea. So let me tell you a story. My first successful business was a personal training business. Boring idea. There's no incredible idea. I just went to, hey, physiologically, people want to lose weight and get fit. Great. I can solve that problem based on the skills that I have. And that turned into a $180,000 business. And my profit margins at that time, I wasn't calculating, but it was very high because it was just me. I was renting a place for $600 a month. And that was it. That was my expense. And maybe $300 to $400 in advertisement spend every single month. That was it. And so to be 20 years old, bringing in $180,000 a year, that was incredible. Right? That was my first successful business because I took that boring idea and I executed greatly on it. What did I do? I learned the skill of personal training. Then after that, I learned the skill of sales. Then I learned the skill of lead generation. So now as a trainer, I could never run out of clients because I could always run ads. I could always do some outbound. I could always make some content, get some leads, sell the clients into a 6-month or a 12-month program. So my LTV was really high. And then I personal trained them. Yes, was I trading time for money? Absolutely. But I set my own schedule. I had freedom. I could travel when I wanted to, right? And I could do the things that I wanted to. So the biggest lie that you were taught to believe is that you need a great idea. You don't need a great idea. 99% of us need a boring idea with great execution. You can start a home cleaning business right now. Boring idea, great execution, right? You can start a trash collection service. Boring idea, great execution, right? My second successful business was a gym. Boring idea, successful execution. Right? And so don't believe the lie that you need a great idea. The second lie that a lot of people believe is it needs to be the right time. I need to be in the right era. I need to be in the right circumstances to make money. And circumstances is going to be another one that I'm going to talk about. But it really comes down to when it's the right time from from my standpoint, what I see is a lot of age. Age comes in a huge factor. It's, oh, I've been at this company for 15 years, or, oh, I've been working already for 20 years. It's too late for me. I have a family. I have this. I have that. It's too late for me. It's too late for me to make the leap. And I think people just think in black and whites and they think in absolutes. It's never too late, right? Because you either have a 5 to 9 in the morning or you have a 5 to 9 at night, right? Because you're working a 9 to 5. Right? Cool. You got your 8 hours a day that you got to get your paycheck in because you got to provide for your family. I get that, right? But you've got that 5 to 9 in the morning and you've got the 5 to 9 at night. You got to pick one of those 5 to 9 where you can start building your dreams. It's never too late. It's never too late to learn skills. It's never too late to do the things that you want to do, because if freedom is what you want, if the life is what you want, if you want to make more money, well, you're going to have to spend a little bit of time to learn the skills. It's not the right time. It's not that your time has run out. Sam Walton built Walmart at 44 years old, and he worked for JCPenney. He worked at JCPenney to learn all of the skills, and then he applied it to his own business. Okay? Bernard Marcus of Home Depot started Home Depot at 50. Okay? Mark Randolph started Netflix, co-founded Netflix at 39. So it's not that you don't have time. It's what are you doing with the time that you have? You've already gotten here living a conditioned life, right? You've lived a life that has been conditioned by others. You've watched your parents, and now you're teaching the same thing to your kids, but you know you want freedom, so you're going to have to decide. You pick that 5 to 9 in the morning, or you pick the 5 to 9 at night. You got those 3 hours, 4 hours that you can dedicate to building a business, and you do that consistently for 3 to 5 years, I guarantee that you'll be making more money than you're making now. Right? Because it all comes down to your ability to be able to figure out in the time that you have, what are the things that you can do to get ahead. Right? Because I know people who have built $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 businesses on the side of their 9 to 5. And then they make that money consistently for a year before they quit their 9 to 5. So it's not that you don't have the time. It's not that the time has run out. It's just that you have more excuses than you have time. And many times, right, no pun intended, it comes down to time management. It comes down to personal development of you learning the skill set to be able to time block yourself, to show up for your family, to show up for your business, and show up for your health. That's what it comes down to. And if it feels overwhelming, it will at the beginning. It's supposed to. Doing something that you want, in the outcome that you want, that is hard, that not a lot of people can achieve, is hard. It is difficult. It will feel hard. But the whole point of this is that you show up and you do what you need to do. So the second lie that people believe is you need to be in the right time, or time has run out for you because of your age, because now you have a family, because something is going on inside of your life. It's false. It's incorrect. And I know so many people that have made the excuse of, oh, I'm too late. Oh, I am already on my path. You can change your path at any time. I think that's why people get stuck in these bad relationships. People get stuck with poor health. People get stuck in this job because they've just created this pattern for themselves of repetition, being in this repetitive cycle, because change is hard, right? Homeostatic impulse is, hey, let's stay the same because it's safe. When you start changing, your brain starts using a lot more energy. You start using up a lot more calories, and the human body and our physiology doesn't like that because it wants to keep us in survival. Right? It wants us to survive. And the way that you survive is you hoard energy. That's why people get fat. That's why people end up in bad relationships. And that's why people don't make the money that they want to make. And that's why people stay poor. It's because they cannot change their path because they choose not to change their path. All right? So that's lie number 2. Lie number 3, my circumstances are holding me back. Right? That's the biggest lie that people say. My circumstances, my background, I don't speak well, I have an accent, I'm from this, I'm from that, my type of people don't do this. And I've experienced this, trust me. I am an immigrant from Pakistan. Okay, I came here when I was 6 years old. All right? My parents and my family, when I would talk to them about making a bunch of money, they're like, oh, we're not those types of people. Right? And my parents used to say in Urdu, hum gharib log hain. We are poor people. That's the mindset that they just developed. Hum gharib log hain. We don't do that. Oh, we don't do this. This is not what we do. Money is only for essentials. Money is not for enjoying the short life that you have in this world. Right? That's the biggest lie. My circumstances are holding me back. Money is neutral. Money doesn't care about your background. Money doesn't care about who you are. It doesn't care about your race. It doesn't care about your upbringing. It doesn't care about your beliefs. You can have bad beliefs and you can still make money. Why? Because you're willing to execute. Bad ideas, great execution. Right? That's all it takes. Money doesn't care about you. Money just cares about whether you can provide value. And if you can provide value, you'll make money. Do you have the skills to make money? Cool. Do you have those skills that can provide value? Great. That's how you provide value, right? Money goes to those who provide value. How do you provide value? You have skills where you're able to provide value. I was a personal trainer. That was my skill. I help people get healthy. I help people work out. I help people change their bodies. That is a skill. That is a valuable skill that I learned. And I could charge $80, $90, $100 sessions for it, right? See how I have skills and I'm able to charge for that. So your circumstances does not have to do with anything. So all of these lies that you tell yourself that I need a great idea, you don't need a great idea. You can have a bad idea, you need great execution, right? It's not too late for you. If you're a certain age or you have certain responsibilities in your life, you just need to learn better time management to do the work that you need to do instead of being lazy. That's really what it is. Age has nothing to do with it. If there are people older than you building a business, then you have no excuse in your 20s and 30s and 40s. No excuse. Because all it takes is for you to go, okay, I am on this path. I'm going to get on this other path. I'm going to have to fight myself. And that's where personal development comes in, right? And that's why I keep talking about that business is a conduit for personal development. You can read all the books that you want to around personal development and a gazillion habits of highly effective people. That's great. You got to apply those habits into a vehicle. You need a vehicle. The vehicle is business. The vehicle is health. The vehicle is your relationships. Now, those are three conduits that you can use to go on your self-development journey. And I think business is the best form of that, right? And the third lie is my circumstances. Your circumstances doesn't have to do with jack. As long as you can provide value, and how you provide value is using your skills. As long as you have skills that provide value, you will make money. And so those are the three lies that are keeping you poor. And in order for you to not be poor, you got to snap yourself out and stop believing those three lies and rewrite the beliefs that you have in your head so that way you can build the life that you want. So I hope this was helpful. If it wasn't, all good. If it was, kudos to you. And I hope you got value from it. If not, all good. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.